You catch me. Oh, there's a fish top in there, look, in front of me. Oh, right. So we are at Gold Valley Lakes today, and we're fishing the Wednesday Open, and we're on Gold Lake today. We're on the canal bank of Gold. So anyone that chooses to get on the Basingstoke Canal, you could walk down and stand behind me, like it's some fish-o final. I'm on peg 15. I've set up 3 methods today. I've got a pellet waggler, I've got a bomb, and I've got a pellet feeder, which I've clipped up towards the rope, but it's probably going to get chucked down my edge. I've got a spare peg to my left, I've got an angler to my right, but in the left hand side I've got a reed bed that's grown up, and I think fishing over it with a pole is too awkward. So if I need to, I will flick a little pellet feeder down there, and that'll be my edge peg should I need to do it. I'll chuck pellets down there during the day, I think, and that'll be all good. I'll just run through the setup for the day. Firstly, my waggler, that's size 12 Guru pellet waggler hook, 019 hook length, which is about 1 metre to a 7 gram Daiwa shorty float. Make sure that camera's in the right place. Daiwa shorty float in the right place. Yeah. That's the waggler setup. Standard waggler. It's pretty much how it always is. Trusty bomb rod, which is a 019 hook length, just straight to a Guru speed bead, and then a very battered up 3/4 of an ounce bomb. 8 pound mainline, 019 reflow power hook length, and then an old style pellet feeder. So I think that's better for down the edge. To a Guru wafter, short hook length 4 inches, size 14 QM1 hook from Guru. Same 8 pound Daiwa ST line on the reel. That's it. So we can start the bomb waggler, and let's see how this goes. Pretty much a repeat of the match I fished on Syndicate Lake the other week. That's what it's going to be about, working hard today. Oh, look at that. It's gone off like a marlin. Making a lot of commotion, that is. F1 little baby thing. Well, no, I'll tell a lie. It's not a little baby F1. It's a okay F1, but it's an F1. So we're going to put F1s in here, separate them. Call that £2. Got one to my right as well. Could be a busy day today. What is that? What is that? I'm not sure. That's how you're meant to catch a roach. But look at that. It's nailed that. Right, let's see if they're down on the bomb line. Could well be. So we'll fish twice. Once. Twice. Standard lazy chuck. But I've answered my question of, is there loads of fish on the bottom hoovering up all those pellets? The answer is no. Oh, oh, come off. Oh, how ironic. It's broken me off. What's happened there? What has happened there? Sheared off hook length. I knew that was going to happen. Thought if I go for a drink of water, I'm going to cook fish. I really don't have a lot of room here to play fish. It's carp though. Yeah, I can't straighten out my rod as you would want to, you know. I say it's a carp, I'm not sure it is now. I've got wasps all over my wasps over my landing net. It's not, it's their F1. Oh. So as we come up to the end of the second hour, things are not really going to plan. I've got £8, which is 4 F1s. I fished for an hour and a quarter on the pellet waggler, catching a fish, you know, sort of once every 20 minutes. And then I've gone down on the bomb. I've had one bite that I missed, and I've had another bite where I've sheared off on the strike, and I lost a fish at the net. So I think I've had 3 bites. So actually, the bomb's more productive in terms of bites, but less productive in terms of fish. So I want to give it a good opportunity, because one, you know, proper carp will double my weight. It's got another fish to my left, and I've not seen him cast it out, so that's confusing me. So I'll be checking on the weigh sheet at the end of the day, but I'm on peg 15 and Malcom's next to me on peg 13, because it's fish 2, miss 1. So I've got a spare peg to my left and someone to my right. But yeah, Malcom seems to be catching regularly. I just can't work out whether they're F1s or whether they're carp. You know, I've no idea. So the range of the weight of each fish is, you know, 2 to 10 pounds. Tip's starting to move. My eyes are glued on it like laser focus. Just waiting for that Tim to bend round. I'm going to try the old, oh, I need a drink technique. No, no bites. It's not worked. Oh, it has worked. That's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I really don't like the way I've got to play fish like that. I think I'm going to have to stand up here like this. Why is it a skimmer? That's all the little movements on the tip are. Okay, that's a foul look. Thanks very much, fish. Well. Oh. Alright. Well, what's happened there then? What has happened there? Have I just lost the whole lot? Just lost the whole lot. Huh? Yeah, it's broken off on the float stop. You slowed down, Malcolm. You slowed down. This is going to look very embarrassing on the weigh sheet today. Did you say 12 carp? "12 carp, 5 bream and 2 F1s" is what he said. I'm getting ruined then. Right, proper fish. Huh? No. Well, I wouldn't call it a proper carp really, but the ducks won't be able to get from his peg to my peg. But the wind's dropping down. I want to fish the waggler. He's able to fish the waggler to my right because it's too far for the ducks to bother. So you've got this really interesting dynamic going on. The guy that was catching is unable to feed the way that he was feeding to my left because the ducks have settled on his peg. The guy to my right is able to feed the waggler. I'm sort of somewhere in the middle. Every time he feeds on my right, the ducks sort of have a look and then go, "It's too far, mate, not interested." If I start to feed, I think they'll come over. And now I've said that, they're starting to make their way to the guy on my right. Because I don't want the ducks to be interested in coming over too much. There's a fish. See, I knew there was fish there. Right. Game on, Malcolm. You shouldn't get excited. There looks one fish. You're not a carp. Not doing that. No. Curse of the £2 F1. Which has either come off in the net, or, which is more likely, snap them hook. No, lucky, just came unhooked in the net. That's not the sound of a bomb to me. That's the sound of a little feeder. Like a 15-gram feeder. I did wonder if that was what Malcom was doing, and he might well have been doing both. Sometimes it went in and I'm like, that's a bomb. There's a few times it went in and I'm like, is that a tiny, like 15-gram pellet feeder? And I do wonder if he's been alternating the two. It's a bit on the heavy side. What was it? 30 gram. I wish it was a 20. It goes in with a bit of a plosh. Oh, is it? I've just chucked it out. How far in front of me? Right under that. Alright, no worries. Yeah, I can now. Just tell us when it's alright. God, I'm alright, it's got a fish and it's kited into my peg. Yeah. I can knock it out if you want. Goes in like a missile. Yeah, no one wants to mess about, do they? There's no fun in having someone else's fish come through your peg. It's right in front of me now. I'm not netting it though, just be clear. You know, normally, or a lot of the time, it's, see there, liner. I don't know what I was looking at. What was I looking at? If ever I've been close to losing my rod in this venue, that was it. It's an F1 as well. That's nice, a little carp. I've got one under my feet, so it's alright. And that's the end of the match. That's the end of the match. Right. I think Malcolm's done really well next door. But we might have sussed a few things today. Although I'm not coming back to this lake probably for a long time. Right. Here we go. Quick summary. Match has just finished. I think I've got 30, 40, 45 pound, which I think is no good. Well, when I had no carp, Malcom to the left of me had 12 carp. So in terms of how I've done in the match, terrible. But learned a lot and had a great conversation, and that's really what the fishing stream's all about. It's around, you know, sharing my match fishing and my fishing with some other people and having a chat about it along the way. So, you know, overall we started, just a quick summary, started on the pellet waggler. For the first hour and 15 minutes I've had 4 F1s for about £8. I've then had a look on the bomb, and I've had a few, you know, indications. I can't do that very well. Just, you know, tips just doing that. And then it'll get a liner and then it'll be like that. So there's fish in the area. I've tried to go back on the waggler. I've had a bit of difficulty with the ducks. Gentleman to my left has been catching on the bomb. Gentleman to the right has been catching on the waggler. I've been stuck in a little bit in the middle, trying to work out what to do. The indications on the bomb line continued. We had a little conversation, and I ended up chucking a method feeder, a little pellet feeder, over the top of it. And I've had 4 fish in the last 40 minutes. I've caught 75% of my weight in the last 40 minutes of the match. So really good. I've learned quite a lot from that, so that's fantastic. And that's it. That's been the day. I've got to pack up. I've got the scales, so I've got that nice wet messy job. I will post the weigh sheet on the community tab of the YouTube channel. At the end of the day, it'll be posted probably by the time I get home. I'll put that up, and then I'll probably do a little video summary of the day, actually, because there's been some quite interesting points. And yeah, I'll have a chat with Malcom. He's on the boards in a minute, so I'll have a chat with him, and he'll probably tell me nothing, but we'll have a little chat about techniques. So yeah, so that was it. That was the day. I had a great time. Thanks for tuning in. As I was saying earlier, if you're not subscribed, I would appreciate if you hit that subscribe button, turn the notifications on, and then when I'm barbel and chub fishing as a complete amateur noob on Saturday morning, early doors, then you can tune in for then too. Right? Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good day. Ta-ra, bye.